Happy Tuesday. I haven't been on like I wanted to be on. Originally, posting content, going live every day. I haven't been doing it. So forgive me. I got into watching movies and they've been good. Here on YouTube, there've been some really good movies. That's what I'm doing. So, with that being said, what have y'all been up to? What's good out there in these YouTube streets? I'm on my way. I gotta go run an errand, and I'll be coming back home tonight for dinner. I was just simple. It was just chicken tenders, or should I say chicken tendies, with mashed potatoes and corn. Something simple. I put ketchup on my tendies, and I put ranch and garlic parmesan on the side. Simple dinner, simple and quick. And that's what we're having tonight. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Vacation goes by super fast. It's like, slow down time. I don't know why you're in a hurry. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But, hey, I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? It goes by super fast. I do got to go to work come Monday. Yay. But you know what? I work for like maybe 3 weeks. Or maybe 2 weeks. Something like that. I think it's 3. Then I go back on vacation again, and then next month I can start putting in vacation for any of the other holidays or any of the year. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know just yet. I might decide to do something crazy, and just never know. We shall see. We got to stay tuned and watch out for that. But yeah, today has been a pretty chill day. I went to my son's award ceremony. He got 5 awards. He got, I think it was called a Dynamite of the Year, Student of the Year, something like that. He also got Most Improved. What is this? What's a little squirrel? Oh, in the middle of the road. Silly goose, silly goose. He got Most Improved or Highest Achievement for Math and Reading. So that's 3 awards. Then he got, hello, welcome in, how are you? He got another one. What was the other one? Oh, the certificate for 5th grade. Because next year we're off to junior high this school year. Crazy to think that we're going to be in junior high. I'm not looking forward to those days. And then he got another one. I can't remember the 5th one. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm just taking it easy, actually. For once, I've actually taken a break. And mentally, I needed it. I needed it for mentally. I needed that. And then, I needed a break from work. I needed a break from just everything in general. So much has been going on. Life has been lifing. And I'm trying just to be positive about things. Leave it in God's hands. And that's what I'm going to do. It's in God's hands. It's all in His hands. So I have just been watching movies. Sometimes you must take a break. I had to start over. I understand. See, it's a long story, but my prayers are with you. Starting over. Sometimes starting over is better in certain situations, depending on what is happening. Certain situations, sometimes it's better to start over, because if it's something bad that you were in, like a bad relationship or a bad job or something, it's better to start over, right? It's not easy to pick up and move on. It's not easy to get pieces put back together, but you're able to start over fresh. It's okay. I understand. My situation will be better soon enough. Yes, I do agree. It will be better. And sometimes doors close, and when those doors close, bigger and better doors open. Better opportunities, better situations. And I was sitting there just thinking today, because I was watching these movies on YouTube. Not not one specific movie, but just in general, the different topics. One was a bad relationship. One was a abusive family member, like situations like that, And I was watching it, and it was just making me think of a lot of things. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful, and I'm blessed in that situation. I know that everything that I'm going through right now, it's a stepping stone to something better. And that's the way I'm going to look at it. And I have to be optimistic, I think it's the word I want to say, in the situation. I feel like I lost myself in the process. you know Within the last 7 months, I lost myself, and I have to put myself back together. And that's where I'm at, trying to pick up my pieces. I'm new. Hi, welcome in. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, welcome in. So, I'm just trying to, get myself back together. I mean, I was so stressed out at work, with life, with home, just in general, just stressed to the max. And I didn't know where to go. And I just felt it because I could feel it, that I was getting into a depression state. And I didn't want to fall into a depression. And that's where I think I was going. Like I've said in previous videos, I went and got my dad from Florida. For a certain reason, I had to go get him. And when I went and got him, I was told that, it would be better for him to be with us, so that way, before he forgets things, he would remember seeing my kids and his grandkids and his great grandkids. But things didn't play out that way. He's not with me. They came and picked him up while I was at work. He was in the hospital. They came and took him. My dad has dementia, and so the last 7 months has been really hard, and not just for myself, but for my family. And it's sad to see my dad going through what he's going through, and that dementia, that condition. It takes a toll on everybody, because he's not himself. He's not who he used to be. This man that would go to work and play softball and clean his vehicles, and who did all that, to going to where he was like a little kid, where you having to tell him what to do, and he's just trapped, because of the condition, and being blamed for a lot of things. And I've always kept my mouth quiet and respected my family and everything, and told them nothing. Yeah, it's good to keep him with you. I wanted to keep him with me, but I was at work when his sister showed up and she took him from the hospital. So he's back where I went and got him from. Which then made it worse for me, because then I felt like I got more depressed. Me and my dad weren't close at all. And now that my dad is gone, I took it hard that he's not here with me. It's sad. And I feel, me being the daughter, I should have been the one to decide what to do with him, but it is what it is. They took, I'm just having how to let go. I'm angry that at the situation at hand. I'm angry that he is gone, that they did what they did. We haven't seen him since they took him. And when he calls and asks for my oldest son, but it's just to ask him a simple question, and then he hangs up. Sorry about that. It's okay. I just got to put it in God's hands and just pray that he's okay. Pray that it works out for him, and pray, because I'm walking away from that side of my family. Like after this, I told my mother, I says, I want no part of it. I find myself at times, I cry about certain things, but I'm trying to push through because, I do have children. Like I said, yes, I have three older kids, but I also have a 11-year-old, and I don't want to always feel sad, and I don't always want to be down. I need to look at the positive things in life, and I got to keep going for them. And if it means me putting myself out there as far as making content and making videos and talking about dementia, depression, and talking about all these different things. Hello, welcome in. How are you, Lynn? Hope you're having a wonderful, blessed day, sweetheart, for sure. Most definitely. Then that's what I'm going to do is talk about it. And I'm going to do what I have to do for them. Jerry, welcome in, everyone. They're in Hero. You are YouTube beautiful. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so I mean, it's been a lot going on. Like the 7 months, I feel like I was just going through it. From not having my father around since I was in seventh grade. I was in seventh grade when my mom and dad split up. And my dad back in my home in October, you know, it was like, what can I do? What can I say to not trigger his dementia? Um, because he did have an episode, and I ended up having to, call the hospital and put him there, to get help. And then I had to do that. So then that's when I started learning a little bit about dementia, and making sure he was taking his meds. My older son, my two older boys were amazing with him. They were like talking to him and making sure he was eating. We were getting stuff that he liked. And I don't like seafood, y'all. I do not like seafood. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. I can't stand the smell of seafood. And I'm from Florida. Can y'all believe that? I'm a Floridian and I don't like the smell of it. But he likes shrimp. So, of course, he would make shrimp. And we would make sure that he had his shrimp. And he liked his bagels, his everything with bagels. I think it's what they were called. They had these little seeds on them. And he liked to have his bagels with cream cheese. So, we did all that. And for them just to come and take them, it was just like, I was over it, I was done. But, like I said, today was my son's award ceremony. So that was exciting to look forward to. Seeing him get ready for the new chapter in his life, which he's not thrilled about because he doesn't want to go to drive, but he has no choice. um, Tomorrow, I will be doing a little bit of decluttering in the house, getting rid of some stuff, reorganizing, and making the room comfortable for my youngest son to have for himself. So that's what I'll be doing. On top of maybe doing some deliveries on the side, trying to see if I can go make me a little bit of extra coins. We need those little bit of coins every now and then. So, yeah, like thinking, well, I still got a lot of days off from vacation because, I'll be off a total of 9 days. So I'm like thinking, oh, I still have about 6, 7 days. Let me think. Sunday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. I got 5 days left. Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. 5 days already left. Oh my goodness. Time goes by too fast. And I don't like it. Time needs to slow down. Why is time in a hurry? goodness. And there's been a lot of things that's happening, and like I said, this is where I'm at. This is what's been up. I just wanted to come on really, really quick, y'all, and check in with y'all to see how y'all were doing. I might go live here in a minute again. Like I said, I just gotta run an errand, and once I get there, I'm gonna end up having to turn my video off. So, but y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Y'all stay safe. Be careful. Keep going. Put God first. Stay blessed. Stay prayed up. And I'll be back shortly. Thanks for watching, y'all.